just before Christmas, and we are at Emmaus, a Jewish village from the time of Jesus. It's all about Sunday. Jesus, according to 2, didn't resurrect. At Emmaus, you can see so many faces. For example, this is a Crusader church, 12th century. It's actually a smaller church than the Byzantine church that you can see a little bit here and the other side. But look at that massive church, 12th century, Crusaders. Not a lot of people around, a lot of enemies around. I mean, not a lot of Crusaders here, but a lot of enemies around. And everything that they build looks like a fortress. Then let's go into the church. Before we'll enter to the church, the Crusader church, you can see the apsis. What you see from the church is not all of it, and a lot of tombs of saints' tombs were in. Look at the sky. Are you ready to go to the church? Into the church? Yes, we are ready. I love that Crusader church. And guess what? Look how beautiful it is. Jesus is blessing the food. I wonder what is the story. And for that, you will hear it from Tal Magad, which is an amazing tour guide of Israel. Tal, can you read it from the book of Luke?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes. So this is an amazing story. This is an amazing story of how on the same day of the resurrection, on Sunday, how these 2 guys, Cleopas and another person, how they are walking out of Jerusalem back to their village Emmaus, and are amazed by all the events that are happening, and then they are encountering, well, Jesus, but they're not recognizing him. So I'm going to read from Luke.
We know the story, but they don't.
Yeah, Luke chapter 24, from verse 13. All right. So now, that same day, 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, but about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They were talking with each other about everything that had happened. As they talked and discussed these things with each other, Jesus himself came up and walked along with them, but they were kept from recognizing him. He asked them, "What are you discussing together as you walk along?" They stood still, their faces downcast. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem who does not know the things that have happened there in these days?" "What things?" he asked. "About Jesus of Nazareth," they replied. "He was a prophet, powerful in word and deed before God and all the people. The chief priests and our rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and they crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one who was going to redeem Israel. And what is more, it is the 3rd day since all this took place. In addition, some of our women amazed us. They went to the tomb early this morning, but didn't find his body. They came and told us that they had seen a vision of angels who said he was alive. Then some of our companions went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see Jesus." How come you didn't hear about all these events?
True.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
As they approached the village, which is where we are right now,
Here it is. This is the village.
to which they were going, Jesus continued on as if he were going farther. But they urged him strongly, "Stay with us, for it is nearly evening. The day is almost over." It's hospitality in this region.
And it's quite dangerous to be alone in the evening
in the
time.
evening,
Yeah.
right. So he went in to stay with them, and still they're not recognizing him.
True.
When he was at the table with them, he took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and began to give it to them. Then their eyes were opened and they recognized him, and he disappeared from their sight.
Gosh.
So the next thing, I'm not reading, but the next thing
Next
is that
thing?
they go back to Jerusalem the
the same day.
to tell everybody that they saw him alive. And what the women said was true.
In a way, according to the book of Luke, this is the first this is the first appearance of Jesus after the resurrection.
No, Mary Magdalene saw him before and
according to the book of Luke?
saw him and thought he's a gardener.
Okay.
I don't know if it's Luke.
I'm not sure that it's Luke.
Okay.
You just read that they looked for him and they didn't find him.
Let me check.
All right, then, until she will check, look at that beautiful sky. It's December 2020. It's Christmas time in about 2 days, and Merry Christmas. And let me tell you something. We have more than 18,000 videos on YouTube that if you want to watch a lot of them, just subscribe my channel. And if you want a very good tour guide, first call Tal, and then if she's busy, call me. But who talks about tours because it's coronavirus time, COVID-19? There are no tourists in that area. She's checking and checking and checking. And I will give you the answer in less than a minute. Then don't go away. Don't go away. All right, we checked it a little bit. Tal?
Okay, so according to the book of John, the first revelation of Jesus is when he's meeting Mary Magdalene near the tomb, just outside.
Sunday morning.
After she came, Sunday morning, early morning, yes.
Early morning, yeah.
After she came back from talking to the disciples, to Peter, she comes back to the tomb, and then he's standing there, and she thinks that he's the gardener. And she's asking him,
do you see my Lord?
Have you seen my Lord? Have you seen where did you put his body? And this is their encounter. And then in the book of Luke, the next thing that happens is that he walks down from Jerusalem.
The only thing that happened. Yeah, but okay. I know that we have gone chronologically. Yeah. The story of Mary was before, but according to Luke, the first thing about the only.
It doesn't say it didn't happen.
Yeah. No. I didn't say that. I just mentioned that according to the book of Luke.
Right. So here, according to Luke, is the another encounter, another revelation.
Revelation. Then in that case, it's we actually.
Most important.
Yeah. Look at that. He's here. Lovely. Then enjoy. Look for me at the next video. Bye. Merry Christmas.